Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. Last time we left off, we just finished off with the daytime stage to Missouri with the Savannah Citadel, and we just beat the Egg Beetle boss and discovered our very first Gaia Temple. So now, since we know that these temples are important for the Chaos Emeralds to restore their power, we need to go to other continents and look for them. But first, let me introduce you guys to Wetos. Now, he's just mysterious youth for now, but we will encounter him more. He actually sells you really good items that really help out your experience if you God. I'm at a loss for words, people, right now. That you can, ingest and eat, and, it'll gain your experience, it'll gain you some experience. For now, he'll just keep running away from us because Wetos talks through a Chow puppet. I don't know, maybe he has some sort of split personality, maybe he's kind of schizophrenic. I'm not too sure what it's called, at least at the top of my head right now, but, we'll encounter him later because there will be a point where he'll finally, suck it up and actually, talk to us. He'll still talk to us through the puppet, but he'll actually sell us stuff around that time. But first, let's go to the new continent that just unlocked, Holoska, which is probably got to have the smallest hub world out of any... actually, out of any Sonic game I've ever played, it's the smallest hub world. See, here he is again. And you can say all sorts of things. You can say hello again, you can say grr, or you can't say anything. It doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters what you say to him, because he'll always leave no matter what. And like I said, once you encounter him enough times, he'll actually, take the guts to, sell you stuff. And his stuff is, really nice. In fact, he's the guy that you'll use if the infinite ring glitch still works and everything, you use him to buy stuff and sell it back to him, so that way he can gain more experience, but spend less, and gain more rings back. And all that junk and whatnot. But folks, I'm just showing off that, when you press the start button and you there's an option that says wait till nighttime and also wait till daytime. It shows a little cutscene of Sonic turning into his werehog form, or when he's in his werehog form, turning into his regular form, all that junk. I'm only doing this because, medal hunting and all that, because I really don't want to go back to previous stages and look for more medals. I know there's one point I'm going to have to do that, but that's not until the very end, and, I'm going to cut it out, so yeah. Definitely not gonna keep you guys bored of me just looking around for medals, because that would be pretty boring. In fact, if I left that stuff in there, that's probably the reasons of why the parts would probably be like 25 minutes to a half an hour. Not only because of the werehog stages, but also because of the because that lovely medal hunting. Yeah, such a great gimmick. It's not so bad in the Wii version, because you actually get your Sun and Moon medals depending on your ranks in the Wii version. But in here, you have to find them. It's really, really annoying. It just really is. And this is the Holoska hub world, where we actually get ourselves the stomping ability that we will have throughout the game. Just make sure to gather enough rings and just boost your way to the other side and you'll be okay. You guys probably saw that hourglass thing there. I will be showing that off later, to show what it does. Hint, it does something with day and night. Ooh, because, that's the whole gimmick of Sonic Unleashed, so why wouldn't it? I guess I'm just walking around just looking for shit. Let's get onward to get the second half of the key, because this is actually the first level to incorporate that we need keys in order for us to unlock the boss stages. You get one key for doing the main daytime stage and half of the key for doing the main nighttime stage. So this is the first level to actually introduce us to this. But folks, welcome to Cool Edge, the Holoska daytime stage. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite daytime stages, but it's definitely one of my favorite tracks of daytime stage. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for rock. I just really am. What Cool Edge has is that, well, since it's ice. There's a lot of ice physics. So yeah, shit like that. See how I slipped off? Yeah, that's the problem with this stage. Is the ice physics can really screw you up, because if you don't drift or boost in a certain way, if you don't have yourself positioned in a certain way, you will go skyrocketing off like I did, and you will die. So, you know, you want to be extra careful. I do not recommend using the boost that much when you're in these icicle areas, because you could definitely tell, because, you know, look at the floor. It looks so slippery. The texture just looks so slippery. So, you know, I would recommend using the boost, even though I'm using the boost. It's just, you know, you gotta be extra careful. There's actually a secret path that you could take, and you need to take it in order to get the S rank in this level. But I completely forgot how to actually get to it when I recorded this, and even when I did the test play of this. So I just went the regular path, because, you know, I'm not going for a whole S rank perfection type of run with this LP. I'm just, you know, going through level to level. And then we have these sledding stages. Yeah. Oh, great. There's the whale gimmick. I guess we can't go a Sonic game without it. Let's see, Sonic Adventure, Sonic 06, Sonic Heroes. Wait, did Sonic Heroes have a whale gimmick? I know it had some orcas, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember. It's been forever since I actually touched Sonic Heroes, to be honest. Get that medal, and these sledding proportions are fully automated, so you don't have to do anything except, you know, jump when you need to and all that stuff. And I think this is the big mistake I make by going into the hole. Yes, apparently I thought that I could go over that hole, but I guess I couldn't. So yeah, it sucks to be me. I learned my lesson though. I went to the right. I know that hole's gimmick. It ain't gonna get me now. And this is also in the game where we're introduced to, you have to keep boosting when you're above the water, because if you stop boosting, you'll actually, you know, clip to the water and die. Man, they really made Sonic so weak. I mean, come on, think about the classic days where he could, you know, go in the water, but, you know, he can't swim, but he can hold his breath for a long time. But yeah, you'll need air bubbles. I'm glad they incorporated that back in Sonic Colors, because, you know, they made Sonic so weak in here. It's just, I can't believe it. Can't even touch water without dying. I mean, yo. I mean, 3D sections like in Sonic Generations still do the same thing, if I remember. But, you know, they have some sort of reasoning in there, like a big robot fish will eat you, a Robo-Badnik would eat you. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense, but still, even with that, it's like Sonic, even though he can't really swim, doesn't mean he doesn't drown instantly. I don't know what Sega or Sonic Team were thinking at the time, but whatever was going through their heads, it's just why. Just why. I'm not too sure. Woo! Another moon medal. I think the only hazard in here of this the sledding parts is, you know, something like that. Yeah, see how I almost fell off there? That's pretty much the only hazard you're ever going to have, is that if you miss your jumps and, you know, miss your turns. The robots, they're not really that big of a threat, though sometimes they can hit you. I don't know what is that, bad hit detection or collision detection, whoever the case may be. They can hit you sometimes, and I frankly don't understand how they can do that. It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever that they could do that, because most of the time they can't hit me, and then there's some times where they can. I just don't understand it whatsoever. But I'm not going to question it, because, you know, I'm not going for a good rank when it comes to these day-type stages. Yeah, but if you're trying to go for the S rank, you know, try to avoid them as much as possible, because, you know, they will definitely deteriorate your rings really, really quickly. Because sometimes you can actually get hit multiple times by them. flabbergasted how you would do it, but whatever.
You, Sonic! Oh, Sonic, I've been looking for you forever.
Hey, let me go.
You're crazy if you think you can get away from Amy Rose and, who are you? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry! I just completely mistook you for someone else. That is so strange. I could have sworn it was him. Anyway, I'm really sorry. See you later.
You know, the one time she's
Well,
actually
that was
right,
weird. How
and
come that
she
girl
still
didn't know
thinks
you
she's
were
mistaken
you, Sonic?
Sonic for somebody.
I mean,
Wow.
I guess you are kinda, you know, and these guys.
You know, fun fact, Chip has won 17 gold medals for charades. I mean, he has them plastered all over his wall. The little guy just won't shut the fuck up
you
about
only
them.
look
Seriously.
really scary, Sonic. Inside, you're the same as ever. I guarantee it, okay? Sonic, cheer up. Chocolate. Want some chocolate?
Again with the chocolate. Seriously, gross. Why does he keep pulling that out of a place where we don't want to consume it? Hey, look, that Wentos guy is here too. And this time we're Hog Sonic instead of just being regular Sonic. And yeah, I think this is actually the time where he'll actually sell something to me, or that's not until Shamar. Well, we actually get his name now because, you know, he finally is like, okay, now this guy, I guess I could trust him a little bit, so I will tell him my name, but he still runs off like a puss, so, you know, it's still going to be a while until we can actually, you know, buy something from him. But yeah, for some reason, Sonic just feels depressed that, you know, the way he looks. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. It's probably because of the way he looks. Redundancy is redundant, but yeah. Some people think that, you know, it's because, oh, Amy doesn't recognize me. I doubt that. It's just because, you know, he looks scary looking and everything like that. He doesn't want to look that way. I mean, if I was big, hairy, and had sharp teeth, and people were repulsive of me, then yeah, I wouldn't like me either. So Professor Pickle pretty much told us that to get to the next Gaia Temple, or little activity that's been going on, we need to go to the Spagonia area. But first, I guess I go around and maybe do some metal hunting, I guess? Or I go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I show off the shops here. Yeah, I'm finally showing off what the shops do. What the shops have is that the shops have little food items, like I said, that you could consume and get XP for. There's also records and art books that you can get, and there's also like some souvenirs, and you could give those to Professor Pickle. The souvenirs are only just for to give to for Professor Pickle for an achievement. That's all what they're just meant for. It's completely pointless, but you know it's something, you know. If you're achievement whore, like I said, like if you're like me, who is an achievement whore, then you will definitely like getting achievements and everything like that. So I'm pretty much showing, you know, the inventory of where your items are. And, you know, when I bought those chili dogs, you know, you have two options. You can give it to yourself to give XP, and you could give it to Chip. Chip has like a different saying to each type of food you give him, and that's all you get. I mean, there is an achievement for giving him every single food. It's called the BFF achievement because, you know, he's like, wow, you're definitely my best friend forever, Sonic, and everything like that. It's just, it's all for achievements, guys. it's most of the stuff in here is really pointless. It's all just for achievements. It's for nothing really special. So when you buy items from the shop and consume them, you get XP, and you can go to your status screen and actually, you know, fill up whatever attribute you want with a Werehog or with just regular Sonic. So, you know, if you have the rings to purchase all those chili dogs, you know, that's great, because chili dogs are probably the cheapest and probably the best XP that you can get, other than I think the hero sandwich that Wentos sells you. Because if I remember, I think that's 100-something rings, but it actually gives you 50 XP, and if you consume a lot of those things, you do get yourself a lot of XP. I think that's the item you use to do the Wentos infinite ring glitch. I'm not too sure, but that's a little something for you guys to have to do research on. But anywho, folks, this is actually where the part's going to end, because the next level we're going to be going to, Spagonia's nighttime stage, is going to be way too long, and I don't want this part to stretch on any longer. So till then, we're going to be going to Spagonia's nighttime stage, and I will see you guys later.